Hi, friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are located this time. My warm greetings to you, wishing you all luck and prosperity in life ahead. This is Santosh Singh. I'm a life coach and Reiki healing master, and I have been trying to motivate people around me for quite some time. Today, I have come to you to share some very, very special topic. This topic is very, very close to us uh, where our rational logical thinking is required is of utmost importance because world is dying, people around us is dying because we are believing something which is not true, which is totally corrupt and false. Our focus should be something else. Our focus should be something more uh, quality one. For example, we are drinking very polluted milk or water when there is a pure quality milk and pure quality milk and water are there located somewhere else just opposite to the direction from where we are getting this and drinking this water. So this topic is very much important to understand whether we are on the side of God or we are opposite to God. We need to understand what is dharma, what is religion, because on this only we all are fighting with each other. We are saying that our religion is far better compared to other. My God is better than other God, and this comparison is a pain, is the main uh, reason or cause of all pain. We are looking around a very very big elephant where we are located at some part of it. Might be some of us are located at their tail, some of us are located at their trunk, some of us are located in their front foot, some are located on the back foot. And whenever we see whatever we see and term that as totality. And we are saying we are best. We have seen everything, but the more and more we discover, we find it is endless. There's no end for it. And that is the power, that is the energy we say it is a God. God is free from sex. God is not a male or female. God is a power which is manifested and seen in one or other form that we people are made to see, relate, map our understanding because it's very tough for us to believe on something when something is unseen, something is not visible to our eyes. For that reason, some of us made some homework, designed some religion, and set up those structures so that we start thinking step by step toward discovering the main force, which we say God. So, unless we identifying this God and we bring that logical conclusion that okay, I have seen that God, I can show you that God, unless it happens, this step, this realization has to go in a phase manner. It has some phases. Like first, you need to uh, start thinking that yes, there is a force, and to me, I see God is a force which I cannot describe with my this body or this eyes. My feeling internally is something different which I cannot express, which I cannot explain to the person who is sitting nearby me or in front of me because feelings are very tough to explain or very, very tough to show to some other person. These are totally internal, very, very personal to to one person, to one human being. But over the years of experience or you observations of the world across all the religions have been teaching only one thing: to love humanity, love yourself. If you are there in this world, everything is there. If you're not in this world, you are not anywhere. And the rest of them around you, or when you are not there, that is God. So, how can you contribute something to God when you are of no use? Why you need to fight just to prove that you have seen God and your version of God is better than others? See, babies, nascent babies, 8 months, 6 months, 1 month, babies are dying because of your wrong decisions. You're trying to snatch somebody from some country, some region, some state just to show your power. That's you're just ego, nothing else. You're raping 6 months, 1 year. Uh, you're mistreating a baby, a girl child. You're raping 6 years kid, girl kid. What kind of religion you are talking about that you follow? If any religion has not given you enough understanding or concept that you must love humanity, then no God is there. If God is saying that to rape a 6 months, 6 years girl child, then your God is not God. He is something else. You are drink. You are drunk. If you start comparing your God with some other God and you start killing people, then you are not following your God. You have misunderstood your version of religion. God is just one. God is just power, one light, one power, and He is in everything around you, everywhere you. So when you say that I am God, He is same. The same God of yours is also present in other person, right? So don't. Whenever you say that you are believing in some mythology or you are you have understood some concepts of God, you first have to understand, respect humanity, the people around you, space for them, accept them as it is. The moment you accept them as it is, then you are actually loving your God. You are starting your understanding of the God. God is endless. So let's discuss about this thing today. What is God? Now we are defining God, which is everything which we cannot see, we cannot understand, but that force is very kind, always supporting to us. Why God is required? Because this is already there. We have no choice at all. But there are spaces He has given to us. He has given us a space and opportunity to work for and earn a life that we at least need basic thing like home, water, food, job, respect, all that, right? That is something we are setting up society. So we can definitely do that. And if you see, whenever you do this thing, God does not come and snatch from you. He does not kill you. He loves us so uh, deep and without any condition. That is unconditionally, He has already accepted it. If He has not, if He would not have accepted, that means He should not have been loving us. So He has already unconditionally loving us. When you sense, do you sense that you love someone or someone else love you unconditionally? If yes, then that is actually there is love. If not, that is just a cheap business. Hear me. That is just cheap business. That is not religion. There's a sense of giving, taking, just like you are breathing air, breathing in, breathing out. But for breathing air, you're not giving money to someone. Are you paying God for breathing 10 breathings in a day? No. This money and this giving and taking is just in this world, this transactional world. For God, you are just God has given you. He is not asking anything. That you are receiving your breath in, then you are breathing out. You don't have control where this breathing is coming and breathing out is going, and from where again the breath is coming and going out. But while doing this breathing in and then breathing out, you have sense of understanding your identity, and then you attach. Okay, I'm someone. You are someone because something is going on around you, supporting you, and that is called we call it God. Now, if that is a God, then how can you think you can protect God? How can you think that you should compare your God with someone else's God? And how can you think that in someone else's body, just like you, there's a different version of God, and that version of God is fighting with my version of God? This is totally illogical, irrational that you are delving into it. One, our God does not demand us anything to do for God. God does not ask us to fight for God with others. God says to sacrifice everything you want, to do good for God. Whatever you have, you just go and alone to God. This is a personal one to one relationship. You just need to think inside, and that will be heard by God. You don't need to get a trumpet and start beating it and say, God, I want to get this, or I love you, and all that. It is not required. It's a very, very personal relationship that you build with the God. God is capable enough to take care of himself or herself. Now the question comes is, okay, God is there, then all the rituals, all the understanding, all the concepts, all the ways to reach God is called dharma. We will go through what dharma again or religion again in a later part of our discussion. The topic we have today is this that you can see on screen. Like what is dharma, what is peace? Uh, Now, since we are going into a relationship with God, so which relationship is strongest and richest in the world? What is the best ways to live life in the world? How can we make God happiest? Because God is everything for us to live this life. And once we know that we are making God happiest, then how can we test the relationship that we have with God? What is then dharma finally, and what is adharma, which is against dharma, which is against religion? And finally, the choice: we want to be with the God or we are against. So let's talk about in a small, like what is dharma. We'll go again deeper in it, but what are the rituals that we do? Rituals, that means there are certain rules, regulations being made. Just like a person is dead, then how can we make that person to feel good again because he has lost someone? He's sad. How can we make a person happy again since he has lost someone that he has been living life along with, right? So there are certain steps made uh, over the period of time, and people kept on adding more and more rules, regulations. But believe me, you should do only those things which are important for you, which does not demand anything from you. And if you do anything which are demanding, which appear to be tough to you, then that is a cheap business. Don't do that. Never do that. No one can harm you. If God does not harm you, then no one can harm you. Because if you are doing something rituals which are demanding, which are exhausting, which are pressurizing you on you, which are raising question on your survivability, if you do satisfy those demands, then those are cheap business. Leave that alone. If people around you are forcing you, then leave that town, leave that city, go to some other town, go to other city, or go to court to knock door if people are forcing you to do that. Because this is just a person, any other person believe or faith which God has not given a guarantee on it, right? So these rituals are only for our betterment, for uh, our survivability. It has nothing to do what uh, what God is asking us, because God never asks anything from us to do. Then what is peace? Why we need that peace? Peace means peace comes with unconditional acceptance of anyone and anything, as this leaves no reason to doubt any. When there is no doubt, there is no one to attack you. Then you are at peace. To get peace, you don't demand anything. Just accept things, time, place, and person without any condition. Once peace comes to you, then you feel superior, super satisfied in all cases, in places, and with anyone. So, peace is something which you feel, which you can't buy unconditionally. When you unconditionally accept of yourself, whatever you are, first, You have to be satisfied. Must feel satisfied that okay, I am this person. Physically, God has given me good body. I'm healthy, and I'm okay with that, right? So that kind of thing must be there. Then you'll be at peace. Which relationship is strongest and richest in the world? Relationship which has been accepted as it is in the beginning, in whatever form, format, time, place, dimensions, and in totality, and without any condition. Then that relationship is strongest and richest in the world. What is the best way to live life in world? When we live life in with grateful to God and see everything being reflection of God in each and everything around us, visible or invisible. Maintaining equal distances from all emotions, picking only required objects to do necessary things in life, and leaving rest to God, then this becomes the best way to live life. How can we make God happiest? Relationship with God is one on one. There is no requirement to anyone between you and God. God asks us to go into a relationship with God in unconditional model, and God will be happy with you. God does not ask you to pray to God in any specific word, languages, or discipline. God only wants unconditional love from you and nothing else. You just need to be with God one on one. You don't need to showcase that. You don't need to go to God with any of your uh, richness like money or dresses or variety of things. How can we test we are in a relationship with God? We can test our relationship with God by checking if we are at peace, the peace that I defined above, if we are feeling safe and protected, if we see whatever stage we are in life, good or bad, we always feel bathing in satisfaction all the time. We don't need anyone to guide us to reach us God. God understands all languages. He understands everything from emotions. God resides in each of us. This shows us we are in a relationship with God. We believe whatever God does to us will always do good to us. We become punctual, appreciate human values. We see God in everyone. Then the question finally comes, what is dharma? What is religion? Dharma is literally a path which God has set for you before you come on earth, and that is doing good for humanity and supporting nature. Dharma is a route which one takes to reach God as destination by following every day. Life we have got to reach God only and not spend our day to day life in living and securing life on earth. This includes each and everything we do in life on daily basis to live life that is practicing seeing God in all actions we do, maintaining equal distance from all earthly objects, emotions, loving everyone and everything around us, love nature, earth, and express gratitude towards God for that. What is anti-dharma or adharma or anti-religion? Anything we do unrest nature. Anything that we do like unrest, bringing unrest in nature, earth, and create disturbance in universal stability. That is known as adharma. This relates to killing of people, disturbing natural resources on basis of any logical, which we may say. So we see that what is dharma and what is adharma, and the final choice is ours. We want to stand with the God or we want to oppose it on the God. And then if we choose certain path, then we have no rights to say that we are only on the right side of the God. Because right side is only one, which is to love humanity, which is to love God, which is to be kind. Thank you so much. This was a topic that I wanted to bring because we see a lot of bloodsheds around us. People are killing around another people on the name of religion, faith, believe, and saying we are better than that person and all that around the world. We see war in Ukraine, Russia. We see war in Hamas and Israel. Again, on the same religion or business angle. We see a lot of things happening in politics. We are bringing politicians. We are giving options to politicians to talk about, guide us on religion when there is no space for them. So we are committing mistake. We all should be deciding our faith, our connection with God 101. There's no option, or there's no space for someone to come and dictate us what religion is and fight for religion. If we are fighting for religion on a political angle perspective, then we are only doing cheap business. Politicians will earn power, earn money. They'll force you to follow some discipline. So think an angle that what you were. You were earlier a king, but the politicians have reduced you to mere a simple person. He can treat you very badly. He can put a lot of taxes on you, and you have to follow. So decision is totally yours. Whether you want to follow religion by own your personal one-to-one relationship that is totally internal in your mind, in your heart, or you want to bring it to public, kill everyone, anyone, harm others, and be yourself with unrest, and bring unrest to the world as well. Choice is totally yours. You want to be happy or sad. You want to contribute to do something good for humanity and to show God that you are following the path that He has set for you before you come on earth. It's totally you. You have to decide what kind of life you want to make. God is waiting for you. Thank you.